I'm looking at that old worn out Road Rage 810 sticker on the van in front of me. I'm relating to it because that's how I feel. Old and worn out and in rough shape. Been dealing with some battles lately, and it's mostly been with myself and my own head. And I'm just not me. I don't feel like me. And it's not any one particular thing. It's... I can't even tell you what it is. Because I have no idea. I just don't feel right. I feel off. I can't even put it into words. It's like, okay, I'm not happy, and I don't know why. And then there's other times that I'm just happy as can be, and then it just stops. I haven't ridden the bike in 2 weeks. I haven't had the energy. I've kind of had the desire, but I just, it's like I wanted to ride, but I didn't even have the energy to put forth the effort. It's like, yeah, if I do, that's cool. I'd really like to. Maybe it'd make me feel better. And it does feel good being back out on the bike. But it's like, I don't know what's going on with me. It's like I don't have the energy or desire or drive to do anything. It's like, I feel like, you know, I want to spend more time with my kids. But even when I'm sitting there with my kids, I don't even know what to say. It's like I just shut down and go into my own little world. And I try to focus and I can't, and I pick up my phone and hit Facebook or, you know, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, and just try to find something to focus on to get my mind off of not being happy. And it's not my wife. I mean, she's awesome. I love her. She's my biggest support system. And, you know, she's obviously noticed it. She's had conversations, you know, is it me? Is it you're trying to get rid of me? Do you want to leave? And it's nothing like that. Her and the kids are really the only thing that keeps me going. I'm not suicidal. I'm not really having, you know, like thoughts of harming myself or anything. I don't want to die. I'm not trying to die. But sometimes I'm kind of at the point that while I would not actively go out and seek it, if there was something that was going to bring it on, I'm not exactly sure I'd try to avoid it either. So, I don't know. I mean, you know, you put on the happy face, everybody says, oh, this is what a depressed person looks like. No, it's not. Because I'll tell you, I'll sit and laugh and joke and be happy and joyful and everything else, and on the inside I feel like I'm dying. But I'm just trying to work through it. I'm trying to find something that works for me that brings me out of it. I sit and just get lost in things. I mean, something will pop into my head and I'll just sit and research it and stare at my phone for hours researching it, knowing that, yeah, it's nothing that I'm ever going to, you know, well, I can't say ever, but nothing that I'll be able to afford anytime soon. Like, I want to pick up an off-road camping trailer, and my next vehicle, maybe my next vehicle, it may be the vehicle after that, depending on what I end up with. You know, I would like something that I could tow it with. You know, and I'm looking at these $50,000 trailers and a $40,000 vehicle to tow it with. I can't afford that right now. I know I can't afford that right now. I would like to have that. I know that that's not reasonable, but it gives me something to focus on, to take my mind off of everything else. And I think I shut out my family when I do that, because it's like I'm afraid to talk to them for fear that if I don't, or that if I do talk to them, the conversation's going to get too deep, and it's going to be, how are you doing? How's this going? How's that going? And one, I don't have the energy to talk about it, and then that'll start a fight, because it's like, you don't talk to me, why don't you ever tell us what's going on? Well, I don't have the energy to tell you what's going on, and I don't know what's going on. But I'm kind of to the point where I was just like, I was kind of glad, and don't take this the wrong way because I love you guys, I was kind of glad that something came up yesterday and I could not do the live stream, because I honestly don't think I would have made it through it. I didn't have the energy. It was everything I could do to even function and force myself to make it through the day. And maybe it would have been, you know, a big stress reliever. Maybe it wouldn't have, I don't know. But it was like, I had a panic attack about setting it up, because there were so many problems, and I knew everybody was relying on me to do it, and I'm like, okay, I just got to get through this. And then it was like 20 minutes later, it's like, why are you having a panic attack about setting up a live stream? That's stupid. But I mean, I was not in a good place mentally. I had a scare and I was worried about Janine. She actually fell, and most of you know she's like 5 months pregnant. She fell on some uneven pavement. She scraped herself up. She messed up her shoulder pretty good. She couldn't lift her shoulder like above, I don't know what, I mean, she's the physical therapy expert. She's the one that works in physical therapy. She would be the one to say, you know, the proper thing. But like, she couldn't lift her, if you try to rotate your arm or lift your arm, like, she couldn't lift her arm above her shoulder because her shoulder was so bad. So I mean, that just, and falling when being pregnant is just the scariest thing anyway. And it's not like we haven't had horrendous scares with this baby anyway, and all the testing that we've had to go through, which thankfully everything has come back normal. The baby genetically, they said, is perfect. So all of our big scares with that are over. You know, now we're just trying to come up with names. But it's just, man, lately I just don't want to deal. I don't want to deal with anything. And it's like, I laugh and joke with the guys at work. I mean, the guys at work are like family to me. We're brothers. I mean, if something's going on, we'll tell the other one, or they will notice it. And I know they've noticed, and I've had conversations with them, and I'm like, man, I can't focus. It's like ADD out of control. I'm stressed. I'm having panic attacks and anxiety attacks over like just absolutely nothing, like stupid shit. And yeah, it's just like, it's like I don't know how to cope with it anymore, because it's getting so bad that it's just ridiculous. But at the same time, it's so much better than it was before, because before it was almost constant, which I almost think was easier than the way it is now, because now it just blindsides me. It comes out of the blue and scares the shit out of me. So that's kind of what's been going on with me. And I mean, I'm not trying to be a downer or anything, but I mean, I got to get this shit off my chest. And like I said, I haven't been out on the bike. I feel good being out on the bike tonight. It's nice. It's good to be back, because like I say, the tank bag review that I did, the GV tank bag, I have that tank bag on right now. Excuse me. I have not ridden this bike since I got that tank bag. And I put that review up, what, 2 weeks ago? Something like that. I mean, I haven't had the energy, the drive, the desire, or anything. So I guess part of the reason I'm saying this is, if you guys notice that shit's kind of off with me, that's what's going on. If you notice that the vlogs have drastically changed tone and style, I mean, or are very infrequent, or, you know, my Facebook presence, Instagram, stuff like that is kind of erratic, or if I'm not replying to messages, I'm just trying to deal, man. It's nothing against you guys. It's not that, hey, I'm ignoring you, or I don't want to talk or anything. I'm just, sometimes I go turtle. I just completely focus on myself, and it takes everything that I have to get through the day with my sanity and just to fight and be able to do it. So don't take that shit personally if you don't hear from me for a while, or, you know, if I'm not real good about responding to texts or Facebook or YouTube messages or stuff like that, because it's, I mean, I'll tell you, I'm having a rough time, and it's not easy. It's taken everything that I've got to fight it, but it's like I can almost feel that something big is coming for a breakthrough, and like that dawn is on the horizon. Apparently I'll try to put it in 7th gear. But yeah, it's like there's something good on the horizon. I'm just waiting for it to break, and all of the pieces are going to fall into place, and it's all going to be good. So I kind of have that hope, which I can't even really say it's hope. It's just a feeling that, hey, something better is coming. This shit's going to get fixed. I don't know what it's going to be. It could be, you know, something big. It could be something completely minor, but it's coming, and I know at some point it's going to get better. So just bear with me, guys. I'm doing the best I can. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate the love you guys show me, and take care. We'll see you next time.